And he was always first and foremost on his mind was to make sure that there was equality and justice.
Longtime community and civil rights activist and former president of the Black Coalition of Quebec, Dan Phillip died Monday at the age of 88. He served as president for the Black Coalition of Quebec for 4 decades before retiring in 2019, but remained the organization's honorary president. The coalition confirmed his death Monday on Facebook, saying his sudden death will leave no one indifferent because he was not only a distinguished character recognized for his commitment and his fight for justice and the defense of rights. Phillip was one of the first in Quebec to support efforts to stop discriminatory police street checks that most often target visible minorities and Indigenous people.
Really push for change, from marches to sitting with police, and really change the behavior and the culture. And what it means for us now is that we've had a relatively long period of peace. Myself, 4 years as a vice president and 4 years as the president, we haven't had any trouble with the police. In fact, our relationship with the police has taken 180 degrees turn.
Born in 1935 in St. Lucia, Phillip came to Montreal in 1972 and earned a degree in political science from Concordia University.
He came up with concepts decades ago, which are now considered normal. Cross-cultural communication and working together is the norm. It wasn't back then. He sort of invented, at least in Quebec, the term racial profiling, which didn't exist at the time.
In a tweet, Quebec Premier François Legault described Phillip as a courageous and determined man.
He never asked for any recognition. I was proud to sponsor a motion in August 2020. The City Council unanimously adopted, recognizing the importance of his work and congratulating him on his retirement. I was able with B'nai B'rith, when I was National Director in 2023, to give an award to Dan for having opened the channels of communication between the Black and the Jewish communities. And now I'm asking the National Assembly to do the right thing, recognize a great Quebecer, a great Canadian, a person who believed in a better world.
He spent his final years at a long-term care home after having a stroke.
He was a moral force. People kept on calling him. He had his cell phone, and he would give advice to community groups and elected officials. So he still played a role.
We owe Mr. Phillips a huge gratitude for the work and the commitment and the sacrifices, because doing a work like that, comes a lot of sacrifices, when you're fighting against injustice.
In Montreal, Osa Iyare, City News.